stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. To those guests who've just joined us, welcome. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear of the door. Stay clear of the door. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our station at the entrance to Main Street, USA.
Welcome aboard the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. This is Justin Monorail, and this is episode number 235 of the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. Today is Monday, January the 14th, 2025, and we are back again with headlines from the Walt Disney World Resort and a lot of Disney conversation and other departures. And we are happy that you're back with us today. Before we get into the show, we've got to welcome in the co-hosts, the Monorail co-pilots. We need the full team assembled so that we can celebrate the week that is coming ahead, which I don't know if you all are aware of this, but this is the week that Farts returns to Epcot. The Festival of the Arts. And I've got a couple farts right here. Let's welcome them in. First of all, fart number one. Coming in. Why not start juvenile right off the bat? Coming in from North Carolina with covered in ice, it's Steffers. Steffers, how you doing? What's going on?
I don't appreciate being called a fart.
Why?
I'm a burp at most. Landon's the fart. Like, I don't, why do, like, what, how did we get here?
I don't know if one's better than the other, really.
No. It's not about being better. It's about being true to yourself.
Okay.
That's all I got for you. I don't know. But hello, it's still icy, but I'm excited for fart talk, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know why we're here.
Wall to wall today. That's all we got. We're going to be stinking it up with Festival of the Arts. Well, we can't get into it, though, until we bring in the best-smelling man in Disney podcasting. That is Landon the Dawes Doan. Landon, welcome to the podcast.
Wow, this is a very awkward start. Hi, everybody, coming from the Isolation Station Club. It's me. It's the DOZ, Landon the Dawes Doan, and it's a Monday morning, and you know what that means. And fun fact, this Wednesday is January 15th. Did you know that on January 15th, 1975, in the Magic Kingdom, Space Mountain opened? So happy early birthday, Space Mountain.
Yeehaw! Wait, that's the wrong. Whatever. No Magic Kingdom, though. It's fine.
That is true. Yeah, I guess Steffers got the kingdom correctly. Yeah, but in Steffers, you were celebrating a mountain in the Magic Kingdom, though I think you're celebrating a mountain that's currently closed in the Magic Kingdom.
That's
so
true.
there you go.
Well, it's okay. The news is in Epcot today, so
this is a very Epcot-heavy episode. So if you are another fan of, what is it, I forgot the analogy, so I'm not even going to try it. I, too, am still very frozen over from the National Weather Service. Here in East Tennessee, I alone, not the rest of East Tennessee, got half a Coors Banquet beer can worth of snow and ice over the weekend. So there you go.
Yeah, I don't know what the official measurement there is, but I'm guessing that's 2 to 3 inches, maybe. Possibly?
I would say 3 inches. Yeah,
3 inches. Okay.
Okay, a little under 3 inches. If Dr. Landon's going to eyeball this scientific beer he has here, hold on.
Did you use your knuckle measurement?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact,
that's what
science.
We were taught to do that in school as well, just to kind of get a rough inch estimate. I haven't seen a good snow in a very long time, actually. I'm a little jealous, but also not, because I don't like dealing with the traffic impacts and all that kind of stuff. But I'll tell you one thing I do miss. When we used to get like a good snow, and 3 inches is good, but I don't know if it's quite enough. When we would get a good snow, we would always make snow cream. And I definitely miss snow cream. Steffers, are you not familiar with snow cream?
What the heck?
It's exactly what it sounds like, Steffers.
I hope it's not.
Okay, so first, did you
Is
watch?
it like a snow cone?
No, not really.
No. Okay, so
Steffers, picture this. Did you watch the film Hot Frosty?
I can't say I have.
Well, then this joke is going to
I'm
go.
Googling it.
It's
Okay.
worthless. No, it has nothing to do with that. So snow cream is basically just you take like a bowl full of snow, you add milk and sugar.
Oh, is this the thing that Reese Witherspoon likes?
Oh, probably.
I don't know why you would do it.
It probably is.
Yeah, what an odd question to ask Justin Monorail.
I'm
Noted
pretty
Reese
sure-
Witherspoon historian Justin Monorail.
We all
I'm
know.
pretty sure I saw a video of this actually, but yeah, it's fine.
My favorite.
I digress.
Yeah.
Can't say I've enjoyed it because Gimli pees on our snow. So
All of it?
It just goes out there. It's like playing Splatoon.
oh man, we are off the rails on this Monday morning. What a time to be.
Yeah, this is quite a thing today. But I think we're all just excited because we all love the Festival of the Arts and we're in a really good mood welcoming back the Festival of the Arts to Epcot. So today is very...
Yeah, it starts this Friday. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be very a very Epcot focused episode, just as Landon mentioned. We're going to tell you, basically, this is going to be your one-stop shop, your guide to the 2025 Epcot Festival of the Arts. But I did want to acknowledge the fun fact that you shared, Landon, because that means this is the 50th anniversary of Space Mountain.
I
And
thought it was the 50th, but as we saw a couple weeks ago, me doing math live on a podcast, not a great idea.
yeah, you're going into sketchy waters when you try to do math on a podcast. But
Yep.
But it also sort of makes me wonder, like, are they doing any special merch for Space Mountain's 50th?
Ooh. I mean, yeah, 5 O's. That's a big number for a very iconic attraction
Yeah.
in an iconic park, too.
Going to be pretty disappointed if there's not. But I feel like they would have already been advertising it on Shop Disney.
I
or
do,
something.
too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Let's check the Shop Disney.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll look into that and have an update as we go. I love Space Mountain. I don't know. I know it's not everybody's favorite because it's rough and some people don't like the claustrophobic feeling that you get on, especially the Walt Disney World version of Space Mountain. I love it. It's a classic. I famously once said that if I could buy a special Magic Band that gave me unlimited like lightning lane access to one ride, it would be for Space Mountain because I could just keep going on that ride over and over and over until
I
eventually.
didn't realize people don't. Oh, I guess I did realize that people don't like it, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
one of
didn't
those
realize, I
people.
guess, how rough
It
it is.
hurts me. It hurts.
oh,
So
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I agree with Justin. I think it's one of my favorites, but I do prefer a side. But I think the mountains in general are probably some of my favorite rides. Y'all can tune in to the March Madness bracket this year, and I'm sure we'll have a boatload of things to cause chaos and
It's true.
controversy.
And mountains.
March Madness. When do you think we're going to have that?
Next month. February 14th, actually, to be exact.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And according to Shop Disney or the Disney Store, as it rerouted me, the only Space Mountain merchandise is glass ball ornaments for both Walt Disney World and Disneyland's representation, and then a Space Mountain DASA mug. So that has buy one, get one 50% off if you use code Mickey. So no special 50th anniversary for Space Mountain merchandise.
And we're not getting any kind of special kickback if you use that code. But if you use Landon the Dawes Doan when you check out on the DisneyStore.com, we'll also get nothing.
Yeah.
And
In fact,
actually
you
will
will
probably say
you will get
invalid.
an error if you use that code.
You can try it, though.
And tell them who sent you.
I wonder if eventually, if we somehow were able to get enough people to enter Landon the Dawes Doan as a code on the Disney Store online, if eventually we would get like either a cease and desist or maybe they would just be like, all right, give them like 2% off or something.
No, we would most definitely get a C and D.
Stop
Most
it.
definitely the first one. Oh, I'll send my lawyers after you, fat boy.
They're just like, okay, guys, it was funny for a minute, but you're being annoying.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe someday, if we dream and wish and hope really hard, we can get a code on maybe not the Disney store, but some potential, external vendor. It could happen.
That would be cool.
It could happen.
That's what you call a manifestation / teaser.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
Coming soon.
Coming very soon. But you know what's coming right now? It is time for the Walt Disney World News. Let's dive in. That's right, dreamers. We're back with the headlines from the Walt Disney World Resort, all gathered, centrally located right here for you to consume through an audio format. But if you want to check out the website and follow along and get all the details, make notes, you could print off the website if you want to and carry it with you into the parks so you have it with you at all times, or just look at it on your phone. DisMornings.com is the central location for everything you need to know about the Epcot Festival of the Arts. But we're going to talk about it today. And I talked about it in the first segment. All three of us are big fans of this festival. We don't think it goes on nearly long enough. There's a lot of really cool entertainment and activities, things you can taste, things you can hear. And it's definitely unique from Flower and Garden and from the Food and Wine Festival, especially the International Festival of the Holidays. It has a lot of its own personality and character that I feel like doesn't get enough of a spotlight. So today we're going to talk about it. We're going to try to sell you on it and see if this is something that maybe in the future, if you're not already planning to go this year in 2025, maybe it's something you put on the calendar and try to get to next year in 2026. I highly recommend that you do. So the dates for this year's Epcot Festival of the Arts are January 17th to February 24th. It really does not go on for a very long time. And then there's a little bit of a gap, and then they roll right on into Flogar, the return of Flogar. But instead of seeing topiaries and, all the different flowers, I guess that's part of it. Gardens, that's part of it. Instead of that, you get to see art displays all over the park. In fact, not only do you get to see works of art that have already been completed by artists who create Disney-inspired artwork, in certain cases, you can see art being made right in front of you in some of the experiences and entertainment of the Festival of the Arts. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but one of the things that I wanted to say was I've only been going to this festival the last couple of years, and even though I don't think people necessarily think about the Epcot Festival of the Arts as a food focused festival, I think that they have done such a good job with the food offerings. There aren't as many as maybe some of the other festivals, but what they do offer is high quality. And the thing that you're going to get with the Festival of the Arts foods is they really think about sort of the plating and the presentation. So it always looks really good too. So, eating is partly done with your eyes. It's partly visual. And you're going to get plates that look very cool. And I got to tell you, I think that pound for pound, the food offering at this festival is maybe right on par with the others, if not better in some cases than the other festivals. So, yes, there's a lot to see. There's a lot to hear and experience, but go hungry and make a plan as always. Even though there's less food offerings, you go in with a plan. That's always my first piece of advice. So let's start talking a little bit about it. But before we really get into it, I wanted to ask Steffers, I can't remember. Have you ever actually gotten to attend in person the Festival of the Arts?
Once.
One time.
And let me tell you, I am not I'm disappointed. I was going to say disrespected, but I meant to say disappointed. I am disappointed in myself because when I want to say it was 2018, maybe 17. It was a good chunk of years ago. I obviously enjoyed the art, but I don't think I appreciated it as much as I have grown to appreciate it more, knowing now or realizing now how short of a festival it is. That me and my love for art has kind of grown in terms of like seeing artists and being able to communicate with them and XYZ thing. I've only attended once.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year or the year before, I have a friend, obviously, other than you guys, that went to, I know, it's a shocker, that went to Farts. And there was a really beautiful Mulan artwork that he was able to purchase for me. So I actually have it hanging in front of me. So I get to look at it every day. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's sad. I always try to tell people, if you go, like, send me any Mulan art, because typically I like to add stuff to my collection. So
yeah,
smiley face.
There's I will say, in the years that I've been going, I end up regretting not purchasing more of the artwork, because there's so many pieces that I really like. I usually gravitate towards like the Haunted Mansion stuff, or you know, Figment stuff. I like that as well, or some of the classic like Mickey and Minnie kind of stuff that they do. But and I've
also unique too.
Yeah.
So it's like you should get it while you can get it, because it's very rare that stuff is ever going to be found somewhere else. Like the artists typically bring special, unique pieces. So
absolutely
get
true.
it while you can.
Yeah. And you get the option of purchasing prints and originals like that are on canvas. Of course, the prints are cheaper, and you can frame them and make them look nice. But if you actually want the painted originals and things, those are available to purchase as well. Landon, have you ever made it into the Festival of the Arts?
Several times. Festival of the Arts is my favorite festival Epcot offers. I love going down there, and you talked about it, going to Festival of the Arts. I have walked away with so many prints. I have prints just lying around my condo that have yet to be put in frames, that have yet to find a home on a wall. But you mentioned Figment. It's like everybody knows Figment's my dude. I have several Figment prints that still need to be put in frame and hung on a wall that I purchased at Festival of the Arts. Now, it's like some people's like, well, if you have several, why do you keep getting them? Because they're so damn pretty. That's why. And I love going to look at all the unique art that you can see down at Festival of the Arts. And I mean, like, even if you don't want to purchase, even if you want to save a little bit of money, even if you don't have the real estate on your wall, looking's free, and you can see some incredible artists and what they bring to the table and what comes from their mind and what they put from mind to pen or pencil or paintbrush and bring to life with these iconic and beloved characters. And I mean, it's like you mentioned the Haunted Mansion. I just mentioned Figment. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a character. It could just be a landscape that you love down at the Walt Disney World Resort that they bring to life on canvas. It is like just talking about the art that you can see down at Festival of the Arts. The hair on my arm is standing up. I love this festival. Like I said, this is far and away my favorite festival that they do every year down at Epcot. And it's a shame that it's only running for like 5 weeks this year.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's kind of standard. It just they don't keep it around very long for one reason or the other. And
outside of like walking around and going to the booths that the artists have set up where you can purchase stuff. I mean, like I know we're going to get into it. It's like the chalk displays are just so cool. Seeing these artists just on the sidewalk with their chalk art is so cool. The paint by numbers mural, like you can, if you go several times throughout the festival, you can see it start as just little blotches, but then go back as the festival progresses. You can see those blotches turn into an idea, and that idea turn into a beautiful piece of art. It is so dang cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I don't think we're overhyping it either. Like, this sounds like we're like overblowing this. Like,
well, I mean, it could be, but I will say, even people who don't necessarily care for art, you go to Disney. I mean, I'm generalizing this, but a lot of people go to Disney for like the ambiance or like the atmosphere of it all. And I do think that Festival of the Arts and people showcasing their hard work and just like the different things like the mural and all that stuff, it contributes to the ambiance and makes it such a positive. It adds just a little bit more to an already like Disney bubble experience. I just think even if you don't like art, it's something to enjoy. Yeah.
Well said. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, let's get into some of the things that you can experience if you are lucky enough to visit Epcot during the Festival of the Arts time frame. One of the things we've already talked about is seeing artwork, seeing artists at work. and getting to meet those artists. But did you know, if you want to, you can actually participate in art while you are attending the Festival of the Arts. I love this every year, and I usually end up doing it multiple times. But each year, there is a wall where there is a gigantic mural set up. And at the beginning of the day, they open up a little, there's like a little tent set up, and you go get a little paintbrush, and they'll tell you a number that you're assigned to. And then you get a little cup of paint that's a specific color, and you get to walk over to the mural. And they usually tell you to paint like 4 squares. It sort of depends on how busy it is or what time of day you go. Cause I've gone before, and especially if you get a color like people don't really like or they need a lot of, they might tell you color as many as you want. But that has happened to me. But you'll walk over to the mural, you paint in your designated squares, and then as you walk away, they'll give you I think I've gotten a bookmark in the past that has like what the finished mural is going to look like. But usually like it will be something like a massive figment or, something Disney related, and you get to contribute to that. And then by the end of the day, that painting is complete and you can come back and visit it and see the whole thing. It's really cool. It's a very fun, interactive thing you can do. You can find this booth at the expression section, and it's opened 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily, located on the walkway between World Showcase and the Imagination Pavilion. So you'll be able to see there's going to be a wall that you're going to, you'll see people painting on, and then you just need to you have to stop at the little booth first to get your paint and your paintbrush. Have you guys ever done that before?
I've done it one time.
Yeah.
I've seen videos.
It is cool that you get to participate in something like that. You get to be the artist for at least a handful of minutes. And I think it is cool that they told you, at least on one instance, paint as many as you want.
Yeah.
Cause like the one time I went, it's like you get 5 squares.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Neat. Done and done.
Yeah. I get very stressed about staying in the squares too. Like I was never.
You don't want to be that guy that ruins it, right?
I was never.
You can't color in the lines.
I was never good at coloring in the lines, Steffers, ever. So I will say the paintbrushes they give you are perfect because they are kind of set up to basically fill in one square with like a swipe of the paintbrush. But anyways, it's still very fun, and you don't have to be a gifted artist to participate. If you've ever done a paint or color by number kind of thing, then you know what we're talking about here. It's very cool. We talked about the artist and art displays. It's really cool that as part of the event that they bring in the artist to sit, and speak with you and shake your hand. And you can talk to them about, their inspiration and really just thank them, especially if you like what they do. But just a few people that are going to be there this year. Greg McCullough is going to do a live painting inspired by the festival logo. And so he'll be there. And then Ann Shin and Ashley Taylor, who collaborated on Vibrant Companion Pieces, are going to be there. Joey Zhao, an artist, or Josie Zhao, an artist and illustrator, presenting delightful Disney artwork, including a Moana themed design, will be there. Darren Wilson, a Disney cast member and artist whose collection includes a piece that celebrates Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. I didn't mention those are always really cool too. And then Larissa Brown, an artist who creates magical moments with bold, expressive colors, and Rob Kaz, an oil painter whose work was chosen for this year's festival poster, in addition to many, many more artists. But these are just a few. And they're always so happy to meet people and talk and take a picture. So really cool that they get to do that. I think we've talked before about how, Steffers, you've said maybe the length of this festival is so short because of just the schedule of the artists.
Yeah.
And that could be why. That could be part of it.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. And plus, like with all these artists down there, Jay, you mentioned they're always happy to talk to you about their inspiration, what the process was of putting it together. On top of that, generally, if you want to get this piece signed by the artist, they're more than happy to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up, because that is something you can do if you want a little personalization on your prints or whatever you've got.
Yeah, it's like, for example, this past year, I got my mom a print of a snowman mini, and the artist actually signed it. He actually signed it a couple times, as a matter of fact. But yeah, he was more than happy to do it. As I said, he signed it a couple times. He was really more than happy to do it.
That's awesome. Some people, instead of painting or participating in painting or admiring paintwork, maybe they want to be part of the piece of art themselves. Well, you do have an opportunity to do that, because around Epcot during the Festival of the Arts, you're going to find artistic backdrops based on famous paintings, and you can step in, and they're usually like 3-dimensional sets where there's going to be something sort of in front of you and then the backdrop behind you, so it sort of looks like you're blending into the picture. So you can find these around World Showcase. At the International Gateway, there's the luncheon of the boating party that you could get your picture made in. The American Adventure Pavilion has Washington crossing the Delaware. That's always a fun one, to get in the boat with General Washington. Between Italy Pavilion and Germany, you can find the Mona Lisa. The Bridge to World Showcase is a Mary Poppins set. Bridge to World Showcase on a different side is the Sleeping Beauty painting. Near Journey of Water, there's a picture inspired by Moana that you can step into. And at each one of these locations, I'm struggling. At each one of these.
No. Sorry. I'm laughing because it's like, you have these iconic pictures like Washington crossing the Delaware, the Mona Lisa, and we have Mary Poppins and Moana and Sleeping Beauty.
It's true. And they're very cool. And there's going to be Disney PhotoPass photographers that are there set up to get your picture. And then, of course, you can have your own pictures made on your devices as well. So that's a cool thing to do. I've done that a few times. I enjoy that. Also, as you're walking around, make sure that not only are you looking from side to side, but you look down, because one of my favorite things to see are the chalk art galleries that you can see.
Yeah.
And this you will find on the Bridge to World Showcase Plaza, like coming from World Celebration Garden. On either side, you'll be able to see chalk art galleries. And again, you can see these pieces actually being created right in front of you. Very cool to see. I'm always so impressed with what people are able to do with chalk art. And one of the cool things is they always do like a 3D chalk art photo op, where, just based on forced perspective, you go and it tells you where to stand, and then it looks like, you're standing on like a huge chasm or something, just based on what the chalk is doing to the ground. And then the picture, it's really, really cool and definitely worth seeing. And because it's chalk on concrete, it does change a little bit throughout the event, because, the first round of whatever gets created isn't going to last all the way to the end. So you might see new pieces being drawn throughout the event.
I didn't realize, I don't know if they've always done this, but the My Disney Experience app, I didn't realize that they put the times on there for the chalk art.
Yeah, I was unaware of that too.
They do.
Yeah. Has that always been a thing, or is that a new thing for this year?
It might be new for this year, because I didn't realize that. I haven't
Honestly,
noticed it in the
that's
past.
really great, considering how much you have to, be on your phone to either purchase your food or your merch or whatever it is. I think it's really great that they've added this to the app, so that you can kind of plan, and I don't want to say plan your whole day at Epcot based off of this, but you can kind of see what area you're in, and, if you're able to kind of check it out, that'd be cool.
Well, and plus it's a very highly traveled area in Epcot. Like Jay mentioned, its location, you're on your way to the World Showcase. So, I would definitely, I don't know if you necessarily have to go out of your way, but I would definitely make a point to check out the chalk art galleries, because to his point, it's amazing what these artists are able to do just with chalk and concrete. It'll blow your mind.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, wait, kids can create their very own chalk art masterpiece.
It's contagious.
Apparently, words are hard today. There is an experience offered at the Bridge to World Showcase Plaza from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily for kids to create their very own chalk art. So that's also something, if you're bringing your whole family, you can, that's a fun little activity to do.
Yeah.
I will say the weather shouldn't be too bad, actually. It actually might be a beautiful day to enjoy some chalk art making with your fam in the beautiful sunny Epcot, breezy, lovey.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hot throughout January and early February.
A positive about going early in the year is that the weather is not too bad. I won't say it's Florida nice, you know. I wouldn't say it's cold, but I wouldn't say it's, you know, sweltering like it is in June, July, and August. So
Right.
Probably won't have to deal with snow like me and Steffers are.
yeah, well, I actually want the snow because we get like minimal snow. Like we don't get like blizzard. We get like a hachoo of snow, you know?
Snow can go to hell. After we're done recording, I'm gonna be outside fighting it with my flamethrower.
Be careful and
not today, Satan.
Don't point the flamethrower at yourself because that'll be really awkward for your eyebrows and your face and your hair.
You could go with the no eyebrow look. I think, you know, Landon could pull it off.
Oh, I most definitely could pull it off. Yeah, I've been told I have a face for radio anyway. So
what? I don't think I've ever heard or seen this visual art and performance. It's somebody painting on a canvas. So is it like the chalk art, but like not, I mean, but it's giving Animation Academy minus the teaching part. It's just them watching them do it.
Yes. So what you're referring to, the visual art in performance, Disney says, watch in awe as an artist paints a Disney character in mere minutes. This is, if you've ever seen it done before, it's really cool. They'll play like exciting music and somebody goes up on stage and just, sometimes they'll do it where they're painting and you're like, I can't make heads or tails of what they're doing. And then they flip it upside down after they're done. And it's like, oh, holy crap, that's what they were doing the whole time. If you've ever seen it in person, it's really impressive. But yeah, throughout the event, you'll be able to see people do that Thursday through Sunday during the festival. And you can check the app, My Disney Experience for showtimes. But yes, if you haven't done that, I recommend like making a point to go check that out. It's very, very fun and very impressive.
And then so it's different. I don't know if it's the same artist. I assume they rotate artists, but I'm assuming they do different artists, different characters, different. Yeah. Oh, that is so awesome.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Some people are too talented. You know what I'm saying? Like
mere minutes, though. Yeah. Imagine I like the animation. What is it? What the animation?
Academy.
I keep wanting to call it. Okay, is it called Academy?
Yeah.
I wanted to say Academy, but it felt wrong. When we did it, I was like, oh my gosh, this person's going too fast. Mind you, they're like maybe like one step ahead. I'm like.
Slow down.
They are going too fast. Yeah.
But I don't know. Watching somebody just put together, and obviously this art is going to be 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be slightly better than the hopper that's currently hanging on my fridge right now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. I that's the thing though, is I always have loved, even when the Imagineering story came out, I just love having like the backstory, watching the process of something and seeing something come to life. So
yeah,
that's not another reason why I like this festival, I think, is because you see so much of the interactive, like, this is how I came to, I mean, I don't know. It's not as dramatic as that, but I don't know. I like seeing the lore behind the art.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I like being able to, because usually, especially early on when someone starts painting something, I'm like, I have no idea where they're going with this. And it looks like so abstract. And then by the time they're done, it's very specific and detailed. It's the fact that they can have that picture in their head and know how to get there from point A to Z is just, I'm very impressed with artists is what I'm trying to say, of all stripes. But it's really funny because I'll say this visual art performance that we're talking about here, much different than watching an episode of Bob Ross, you know?
Okay, wait, this is a family-friendly podcast. Well, just Bob Ross is a very talented individual, and that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
The soothing nature of his videos, that's all I'm going to say, soothing nature of his videos. There's something better about the artists at Disney, though, that just give it an extra oomph.
We're picking up what you're putting down, Steffers.
Thank you, I'm so glad. I think
we're there.
I'm so glad.
Yes, so go check out the artist painting exciting paintings in mere minutes. It's very, very cool. I did skip over one thing. We'll circle back to it now because this is something that they do for pretty much every festival. There's going to be a scavenger hunt, and Festival of the Arts is no different. But for Festival of the Arts, you can help Figment learn about art on this scavenger hunt around World Showcase. To get started, you purchase a map and stickers for $9.99 plus tax at one of the following stores: Creations Shop, Port of Entry, and World Traveler. And then you search for Figment hiding inside art inspired by famous works at each World Showcase Pavilion. You just look for the Figment-themed picture frame. Every time you find Figment, add the corresponding sticker to the pavilion on your map. And when you're done, you return to Disney Traders, Creation Shop, or World Traveler and receive a little keepsake. And that's every day of the event. And I don't know what the reward's going to be this year for completing the map, but it's usually like it's in the past. It's been like a refillable tumbler, like a small, not like a turbis or something. But you know, there have been some kind of cool things as a prize for completing the scavenger hunt. It's usually I think it's worth your $10. You get to do the activity, and then you get a cool thing to take home with you. So.
Yeah, it's fun for this is obviously aimed for the little ones in the party. I mean, if you're an adult, you generally go to Epcot to eat and drink around the world. If you have a little one in the party, they can eat, probably shouldn't be drinking around the world. And I had never participated in one of these until I took the Smoking Hot Girlfriend and her daughter down to Epcot a few years ago. And Jay, you happened to join us on our Epcot day, and we did it was during Flower and Gardens, and if I remember correctly, weren't we trying to find like Buzzy?
Spike the bee.
Spike, not Buzzy, yeah. We were trying to find Spike throughout Epcot, and that was fun. Yeah. It's and I agree. It's definitely worth the $10 you got to throw down to participate in it. And the ambassador, that's what I call Smoking Hot Girlfriend's daughter. She had a blast with it. So yeah, definitely something fun to do for the little ones in the party, and they get a prize out of it.
Absolutely. So all of this and more you can enjoy as part of the Festival of the Arts. Most of it is included in your ticket, but you do have to pay $10 for that scavenger hunt. But we're not done there, because there's a couple more things that are included in your ticket. The first, well, actually, the last thing, the food is not included. You have to pay for that. But this one is included. You could participate in this for free. As part of the Festival of the Arts, Disney puts on a concert series called Disney on Broadway in the American Gardens Theater. And this year is no different. 2025, we've got several acts and these are artist performers that have actually been featured in Disney Broadway shows. There is a whole schedule of these performers, and it goes every day from the 17th all the way through, it looks like the 23rd. I can't see anything on February 24th. Oh, there is one. Yeah, there's a final one. I got it. The last one. But yeah, so check it out, because whenever you're there might be somebody that you want to see, and I always feel like, even if it's not someone that you want to go and necessarily get to the theater early and get close seats or something, one of the things I like to do during these concert series is just kind of meander through the America Pavilion with a drink in my hand, usually, and kind of stand back, and observe from afar, because you can still see the stage. Typically, you can hear the music, and at least take in a couple of songs. So if you didn't want to dedicate necessarily 30, 40 minutes or however much, you could at least buzz by and check out a couple songs. So it's very cool. So check the schedule. Some of the people there this year are going to be Patty Murrin and John Riddle, both from Frozen, Casey Levy and Jelani Remy. Casey is from Frozen and Jelani's from The Lion King. Adam Jacobs from Aladdin, Josh Strickland from Tarzan, Ashley Brown from Mary Poppins, Alton Fitzgerald White from Lion King, Michael James Scott from Aladdin, Kissy Simmons from The Lion King, Rodney Ingram and from Aladdin, and Kara Lindsay from Newsies. And then the final performance on February 24th, they're bringing some people together. It's going to be Rodney Ingram, Kara Lindsay, Michael James Scott, and Kissy Simmons for that final performance. I bet that one's going to be popular, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, and one thing you can always do if you want to, if you don't want to line up early for a seat, is you can do the dining package, because that'll give you guaranteed seating, priority seating for the shows, and that's available for booking now. So just, you can book that through the My Disney Experience app, and it'll show up. Basically, the way you can find that is you can try to do a Disney dining reservation for however many are in your party. Look at Epcot, and it should show up on the day that you pick as an option to do a dining package for the Disney on Broadway show. So lots of cool stuff, but it wouldn't be a Monday Morning Monorail episode if we didn't talk a little bit about food and
food.
Yeah.
Food. It's like Bill, but food. No? All right. It's fine.
I don't know
See
why.
myself out.
I don't know why it took Disney so long to post the foodie guide for the Festival of the Arts, but we did get it as of January 8th. They dropped the foodie guide on us, so you can go and check out this list of delicious cuisine that it will be available as part of the Festival of the Arts. Again, I will recommend make a plan. Do your scouting, look at the list, and also, if you want to keep yourself on budget, check it twice.
Oh.
And if you want to keep yourself on budget, make sure you get a preloaded Disney gift card.
That right there. That's my biggest piece of advice. If you are going to try and hit up some of the food stations for the festival, get that preloaded gift card. Not only will it keep you on budget, you get a fun little keepsake afterwards.
Yeah.
And you don't have to keep pulling out your wallet or your credit card every time you're making a purchase. It comes with a handy dandy little bracelet. You can just keep it around your wrist and just swipe that bad boy.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I would like to make a comment here.
Please.
Just a comment. If you haven't been to disneymornings.com to see the new Figment popcorn bucket for farts, I would like to say that Disney has missed a great opportunity. What is that opportunity, you may ask?
I ask that.
If you see this beautiful popcorn bucket, you know what they should have done? They should have made it a gumball machine.
Yeah.
They should have made it like y'all have to go look at the photo, but essentially they could have made like the stand part slightly elevated and like not one where you actually have to put in a quarter, but like you could jerry rig it so it's like a fake one where you just turn the thing and the bubble gum comes out. Missed opportunity, Disney. Missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
this
even
might
know.
be a hot take. I don't like this year's Figment popcorn bucket.
Well, it's because it's a ball with wings on it.
Is it supposed to be a light bulb? I guess it is, right?
Oh, it's the logo.
Yeah. It's supposed to look like the logo for
Should have been a gumball machine.
Like the original Figment popcorn bucket was awesome. I thought last year's popcorn bucket, which was the Imagination Pavilion with a Figment, like riding a rainbow, I thought was really awesome as well. But this is going to be a pass for me, even if I was down attending Festival of the Arts. If I had the opportunity to purchase this Figment popcorn bucket and add it to my collection, that would be a no from you, boy.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big statement from a big Figment fan as yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love it either. It's also, when are we going to stop calling these things buckets?
They really should just, in my opinion, they should sell or not sell, but like make the lanyard situation like a separate option and just sell them as display pieces. Like, I don't know if we necessarily need them to be filled with popcorn. Well, like, if you want them filled with popcorn, great. But like, y'all are making it a little weirdly, oddly shaped where how do you open this thing?
If you've ever purchased one of these popcorn buckets, they don't put the popcorn in it when you buy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So this is just for photo purposes.
It's in a plastic bag. They give you the candied multicolor popcorn in a separate bag, and then they give you, whether it be your hollowed out Figment or your Imagination Pavilion separately.
Yeah.
So. But the popcorn is part of the price in which you pay for the.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I think you should make it slightly cheaper.
Cheaper? They're not going to make anything cheaper.
Nope.
Well,
especially a Figment popcorn bucket. There are ding dongs that are already lined up for this thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. But they want it for the display piece aspect. Like Disney, I mean, I guess they are trying to sell their popcorn. So, like, I get it. I just think you could just sell these things and call it a day.
Yeah.
Also, to Stepher's point, the lanyard situation, I just said I liked last year's popcorn bucket. Wearing that thing around your neck was a pain, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, that wasn't meant to wear. No,
that was not a popcorn bucket that you were supposed to wear.
Yeah, that was so funny. Such odd shape to it. It's just basically two pyramids. You're just attaching to your body.
Yeah, I will say though,
back and forth and hits you with points.
They don't give you like a plastic bag for that either. So you have no choice but to use the strap. Because they just
could
hand it to
ask
you.
for a bag if you wanted it, but generally, no. It's like,
That's
all
what I
right, here you
thought.
go.
Last
Yeah,
year,
that's what I thought.
I didn't get the bucket last year, so I don't know. I did 2 years ago when it was still just the hollowed out Figment. And they did not give me a bag, but they started doing it differently now where you mobile order the popcorn bucket
Yes.
and you pick it up inside the Odyssey.
Yeah.
So it's much more organized and it's easier to do it. It's not nearly as stressful as it used to be. And usually they make plenty of these now, so they're really not going to run out. Like the first year when they made the Figment, they ran out and it was
That was like the Hunger Games, if you remember.
it was a hot commodity. But then like since then they've been doing better with the supplies of these and it's much more organized. So don't stress out about it. Like, I mean, if you want it and it's a priority to you, then make it a priority and go get it, because who knows what can happen on the day that you're there. But just know you can go in the app and you mobile order, just like you were going to mobile order food. You add the popcorn bucket there and then you just go pick it up. It's a lot easier. And they may offer you a bag. I don't know. But either way, you can usually get a bag. I'm trying to remember. I know what it was. It was when I had gone to Dino Land and I won all the stuffed animals. I was just carrying around loose, and I went into one of the shops and asked and they gave me a bag. So you can always do
Your
that.
conquest.
Yeah, my conquest of the Dino Land arcade or carnival games. So anyways, okay. All that to say, there is a new popcorn bucket. We love Figment. Don't necessarily love this, but I actually thought when I first saw it, I thought it was a hot air balloon, but no, looking at it now, and it does light up. I think it's a light bulb, and it has the little pull thing on it like you would have for a lamp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. But anyways, let's talk about food, because that's really what we all care about here. And I got to tell you, the very first thing that jumps out at me, because again, we don't have to go line by line. We just like to call out some of our favorites, some things we might want to try. Here's a new item you can get. Oh, we didn't even mention Communicore Plaza. Of course, it's going to open up and it's going to be way better this time. We'll have to wait and see.
Yep. This is the time they finally fix it, y'all.
But,
I'm excited for something on this foodie guide, and I'm going to let you go first because I just gasped.
okay.
Because I'm
The
excited.
first thing I want to look at, and I am willing to try this, even if other people might shy away from it. At Communicore Plaza, they have a soft shell crab slider.
Yep.
Green papaya slaw and mango ketchup on a toasted brioche, and you can look at it, and it's a crab. It's a fried soft shell crab, little legs sticking out from the bun and everything.
I hadn't noticed the legs, dude. No. I am so out on that now.
I'm in. I'll do it. I'll do it for the fam.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
God.
It looks.
I do not want it.
I'll do it. I'm gonna do it.
And it'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll
I'll
be fine.
survive.
That scone they have listed, the cheddar and chives scone with smoked salmon salad top, that could be all right.
And cream free.
A lot going on. Cream frige and caviar as well. Oof.
Yeah, that's gonna be salty and fishy.
Yeah. Ooh. Might want to have a lifesaver after that one.
Yeah. Maybe a couple Tic Tacs.
Uh-huh.
You want to know what I'm excited for?
Of course.
I know
What's that,
you.
Stuffers?
The Figment. Hold on, let me get the right thing. I don't know what the second word is, but it's a Figment waffle with ube filling.
Liege waffle.
Liege?
Yeah,
Well, all right, let me
It
tell you,
does
that's
look
not-
pretty.
I love ube, so the fact that they are having ube in a dish, love you, Disney. Love it.
Ooh, Disney's going weird on the presentation of some of these dishes. Have y'all checked out the fictional victuals menu located near a refreshment station?
Yeah. This is what I was saying.
With
the presentation.
ink pasta with lump crab, truffle cream, and shaved truffles. Sounds charred
great.
octopus with
Yes.
crushed fingerling potatoes, Kalamata olives, capers, and some sort of. There is an octopus tentacle clawing out from under your taters, y'all.
I love it. Oh, I love charred octopus so much. It is so
That poor
good.
unfortunate soul.
Landon,
I'm ready.
I know that visually that's something that it's hard to look at because it's like, yeah, that's an octopus tentacle. Have you ever tried octopus, Landon?
I've had calamari, yeah.
No, that's squid.
That's not, yeah.
Oh.
You love that we're like, nah. You'd know if you had octopus. Let me tell you that.
Then I'm going to say probably no. No, I have not.
It is so delicious. It's like the texture of octopus is so good, and it's like buttery, and it's oh my gosh!
Also, screw both of you. Octopus and squid, they're the same thing.
No, And
yes, they are.
Absolutely not, Landon. They are different things.
No, they're not.
Okay. Anyways, don't listen to this podcast for education, friends, because that's incorrect.
I thought we've been hammering that point hard for a long time.
But also,
okay, this is more my speed. Over at the Odyssey, how about the raspberry pastry tart? It's just a big old raspberry homemade Pop-Tart.
Okay.
There we go. No squid in that one.
You can enjoy that.
Like a big boy.
Last year, I tried the deconstructed BLT, which is it's over at the deconstructed dish menu near the refreshment station hosted by Coca-Cola. It's pork belly, soft poached egg, onion bread pudding, watercress espuma, and tomato jam. It's really good. I do recommend that. Enjoyed it last year. I hope I get to enjoy it. I also tried the deconstructed key lime pie. That's also good. If you like key lime pie, then you're going to like that too.
I can't get behind pork belly. Just something about it.
Pork belly can be very hit and miss. Like, it can be very chewy. I mean, it's fat, essentially. It can be very off-putting if it's not done right or it's a bad cut. But if you get a good one, it can be really good. It's, it just all depends.
Ooh, let's head to the Craftsman Courtyard near a refreshment station. Beef Wellington inspired croissant supreme with cream spinach croissant pinwheel, mushroom gorgonzola ragu. I don't know if I said that right. Mustard grilled flank steak, red wine sauce, and pickled mustard seed. Yes, please, and thank you.
Red wine. Sorry.
They call that one new, but they had something very similar last year. Maybe it was just made differently. And if it's as good as the one from last year, this one's going to be great. So yes, I would highly recommend trying that out.
They have a lot of seafood.
They do. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because also at the Craftsman Courtyard, cast iron roasted mussels make a return as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds delish.
I had those last year. They were good.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We gotta talk about this right now.
Let's do it.
Do you see at the El Artista Hambriento menu, location is Mexico, there is, thank you, I try, natilla de maíz, which is corn, creamy corn custard with caramelized sugar. But do you see that it is topped with popcorn?
Yeah. Interesting.
That seems like, I think they're doing the whole texture thing. Yeah. It's beautiful. This looks very beautiful. I'm not duking on the presentation. I don't know if I can, is it a sweet corn situation? Is that a stupid question? Does it have to be sweet in order to be what is corn custard in terms of a flavor profile? Is it more of a standard corn sweet? Well, corn.
I think corn is sort of naturally even a little bit sweet, of course we have corn syrup, but if you eat a cream corn, or even if you eat corn chowder or something, there's a little bit of sweetness to it anyway. The popcorn, to me, it doesn't look like kettle corn. It just looks like popcorn. I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, that looks like salted popcorn.
Yeah, that's just salted popcorn, I would imagine.
Man, that entire menu looks good, though.
It does.
Yeah. Those carne asadas, ooh, I could do some cabbage.
Something that I enjoy about, one, the foodie guides, but two, the festivals at Disney, is they typically have a few things that I'm just I don't know if I would try this in any other environment, but they sometimes go out of the box where I'm just that sounds so interesting, and these are flavors I like. Let me try this, which is good about the portion size when it comes to these festivals too, because it's really just a little tease to a full thing. So this corn thing, I don't think I'd ever order this in a restaurant, but at Disney, sure, let me try it and let me see what this flavor profile is. I am very intrigued.
Yeah.
And the presentation that Disney does too is just so top notch. Really, really leaning into the arts aspect on some of these entrees with Festival of the Arts.
Yeah, and typically I will say it doesn't always happen. Sometimes you're going to get, you'll go to a booth and they'll hand you something and you're like, well, that's not how it looked in the picture.
Yeah.
But I think at this festival, they really try to make it look like it's supposed to, because I've typically gotten things and they're very Instagrammable, let's say. You guys were making me think of this. So there's a restaurant near me that, next time you're in town, we should probably go check it out. I think you guys would like it. It's called the Tennessee Truffle. It's in downtown Sanford. So I'm not sponsored. This is just a plug for them because they're great.
But he can be sponsored, Tennessee Truffle. Are you listening?
I could be. But one of their signature items, they have a popcorn dessert, and it's like popcorn presented in 3 different ways. And one of them is like there's a popcorn ice cream, and then there's this like freeze dried powder, and there's something else. And the chef, like when we were there one time, the chef came out and he's like, here's how you're supposed to do it. First of all, try each one of them by themselves and then mix it all together and eat it like that. Because each one had like a different texture and taste, but you're like, yeah, okay, I can see how that's coming from popcorn. When you put it all together and took a bite, it was like the taste was dead on buttery, salty popcorn in an ice cream kind of it was amazing. It sounds weird. It was so good. So good. So if you're ever in downtown,
well, I will let you take me there.
Yes,
how about that?
We'll go on a date, Landon. It'll be great. Mandate.
Boys night out.
What about me? I might be there too.
Let's all go.
Yep. Boys night out with Steffers.
Boys night with Steffers.
No. I'm one of the boys. It's fine.
That's true. Yep. You're a bad boy.
For life.
So, just continuing down the list here. I'm excited to see there are a lot of new items sort of across the different booths. They've got a couple things in China. So at the Painted Panda, there's har gao, which are shrimp dumplings with pumpkin puree and a drizzle of chili oil. Sounds kind of interesting. And an egg tart, Hong Kong style egg custard tart.
Well, I would try that.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks almost like it's got a nice charred crust on top, which would be
right.
really, really good. Man, there's a lot to cover. I said that, they don't have as much maybe as some of your other festivals, but trust me when I say that there is a lot of food to go through and plenty of things for all kinds of different palates. I mean, if you're
cotton candy funnel cake, oh my goodness.
Steffers, you're the resident funnel cake fan. I'm surprised you didn't bring that up already.
Listen, I'm too hype about the ube.
Yeah, but there are some things that maybe are a little more adventurous. You like the octopus that Landon won't go anywhere near.
Absolutely not. Get back in the ocean, you weirdo.
But there's other things that are a little more sort of down the middle, and definitely options for all different flavor palettes.
I gotta say though, this funnel cake, I would try it, but I'm not. Cotton candy is something that I need like a controlled amount. Like I'd rather a cotton candy ice cream than the cotton candy item itself.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks beautiful, looks delicious.
Yeah, I would probably need friends to finish that because by myself, exactly. Yeah, I would regret eating that by myself. But that is going to be between the American and Japan pavilion. And speaking of Japan, a Wagyu bun. Okay, I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously. Oh, and the sushi donut's making a return too.
Yeah, the sushi donut's always a favorite. So that'll be out there. Give that one a try. There was something that caught my eye here down at the bottom because I think, is this new? It is. At the refreshment port, you can get caprese poutine with Tuscan spiced French fries, confit tomatoes, slivered garlic, mozzarella pearls, basil pesto, shaved pecorino, and balsamic glaze. That sounds great to me.
I like caprese anything, so.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the caprese. Very good. I'm in. And that is a new item at the refreshment port. So, it looks like they're doing some of the frozen stuff again. Yeah.
Frozen martini.
Well, in Swirled Showcase, located near the port of entry, yes, you can get the liquid nitrogen mini cake pop with berry sponge cake. So this is always kind of fun because it's something they do when you go order it. They actually put it in the liquid nitrogen and freeze it all up right there in front of you while you watch. And that's pretty cool. So you get like a nice little frozen smoky item that gets handed to you.
That's fun.
And returning again this year for Pop Eats, the tomato soup with grilled cheese, and then the tomato soup with pimento cheese, bacon, and fried green tomato grilled cheese. So both those are also fan favorites. People love the Pop Eats menu. It's nice little comfort food. That's one of the things I usually do that at least once during the Festival of the Arts. It's good stuff.
Man, I am so hungry right now.
Yeah. They actually, as a part of this foodie guide, it's kind of neat. They have a little section that's kind of specifically for kids picks. It features the like the tomato soup and grilled cheese is on there from Pop Eats, but also the mozzarella frita, flash fried breaded fresh mozzarella with artist palette condiments, chicken pot pie from the artist table, the imagination cone, which is bubblegum soft serve in a lavender cone, sparks of imagination, and white chocolate wings. How did we not see that? That sounds great.
It does, yeah.
And then the rainbow cake topped with Skittles, popped freeze-dried candy in the Figments Inspiration Station. So, yeah,
never mind.
a fun little thing there for the kids if they're not feeling quite as adventurous on their trip around World Showcase. So, again, plenty of options. Way too much. You can't eat all of it. Don't even try. So, make your list, check it twice, get your gift card, and then go with God. We bless you to go and experience the taste of the Festival of the Arts and enjoy yourself. Anything else you guys want?
Chorizo and potato empanada. Yes, please, and thank you.
There you go. Definitely. All good stuff. So I'll do my best to try things and let you all know. If you make it to the Festival of the Arts and you want to chime in on what you're trying and what you think of it, you can always share that information on our socials. You know, we've got a Facebook group, the Monday Morning Monorail fam. We have a Discord that you can join. Just let us know if you want to be part of that. We're on Blue Sky at Morning Monorail and Instagram on Morning Monorail. And we love it. The more of us that get out there and try things, the more likely that we'll be able to focus in on the good stuff. And we can skip over the stuff that disappoints.
True.
Divide and conquer, friends. That's how we do it.
It's the Battle of the Bobs, round 2, Farts Edition.
Oh, my God. The Battle of the Bobs Farts Edition happens pretty much every time I hang out with those guys. Don't get me started.
Listen, it's for the pod. Gotta do it for the content.
Or the content.
Well, I think that will wrap up the show for today. So, as we always do, we're going to close things out with a exciting round of plugs. Steffers, I am just thrilled that you get to share your new adventure on Twitch. And I know you're off to a great start. Let's tell people where they can find you.
Oh, hello, it is me. Yeah, I am back on Twitch. I stream Wednesdays and Fridays at 6:30 Eastern when playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, which apparently is a very big deal to differentiate that. And if you aren't able to catch me live, I also stream on Saturdays, but it's kind of like a cool, let me play some Marvel Rivals with Landon kind of vibe. He did join me yesterday. It was really fun.
Nice.
He's a really cute rocket. If you aren't able to catch the streams for Final Fantasy, I actually am posting my videos in an edited format on YouTube. And I am trying to grow my YouTube, so I would really appreciate if you would like to support me to subscribe to Adventures with Steffers on YouTube. Smiley face, exclamation point. And then Adventures with Steffers on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, if that's going to be a thing anymore. I don't really know what's happening. And then Blue Sky, it's Steffers because Adventures with Steffers was too long.
Okay. It's Steffers and Adventures with Steffers elsewhere. Make sure you're following along. Join the Twitch streams. Help Steffers get famous on Twitch. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's good for all of us.
It is. Oh, also, speaking of good for all of us, I would also like to say that we have some exciting things coming soon to our YouTube. So make sure to subscribe to the Morning Monorail on YouTube and also Diz Mornings because we're going to be spreading out our content so that it's easy for you to find and go to a specific channel for each need that you have.
Wonderful. That's great news. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming. I know we keep saying it, but it's never not true.
It's never not true. It's just, it takes a lot of balls rolling.
Yeah, it does.
Had to be a way for you to phrase that.
Nope, that was the way it needed to be phrased.
We're going
okay.
With it. All right, Landon, I know you're frozen and you may never leave your house again unless the sun comes out, but what have you got that you might want people to find out there on the interweb?
THEDOZ, Landon on Blue Ski, Landon Doan. I'm the best, Landon Doan, not the rest. That you can follow me 380 characters at a time on Blue Sky. I also appear on the Phil Show, News Talk 98.7 WOKI radio station locally here in Knoxville, Tennessee, streaming 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at newstalk987.com. Also available in the iHeartRadio app and the News Talk 987 app as well. Stuff is still happening behind the scenes in my personal life. Prayers are appreciated and felt. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I'm going to be heading down to Orlando on April 1st for my 40th birthday. We're going to be doing Living with the Land, and that's where I, Landon Doan, and some other people are going to marathon ride Living with the Land from grand opening to grand closing. And see how many times I can ride Living with the Land. And for every time that I ride Living with the Land, I'm asking you, the lovely listeners, to pledge money. And that money you're pledging will go to Second Harvest Food Bank of East Tennessee with money earmarked for the Food for Kids program. For example, if I ride 10 times and you pledge $4, that would be $40 that you would then donate to Second Harvest Food Bank of East Tennessee. And we also have merchandise for Living with the Land. And so any money raised past the cost of the merchandise would then go to Second Harvest Food Bank of East Tennessee. So you would get yourself a dope t-shirt, hoodie, mug, and money would go to a really awesome charity here in East Tennessee that serves 18 counties and helps food-challenged individuals. But like I said, money raised with Living with the Land and is earmarked for the Food for Kids program. So we'd be helping feed kids in East Tennessee. Breathe, have a little bit of fun. If you could do both of those things, that would mean the world to me. I'll talk to you next week. Love you, Maynard.
Yeah, make sure you are plugged in to dismornings.com. But by the time you hear this, my hope is that you'll be able to visit livingwiththelandon.com, and it will be a nice one-stop shop for everything you need, information, merch, and also the form to fill out so you can donate based on how many times Landon rides Living with the Land on April 1st. We do have backup plans in case things happen. If for some reason Living with the Land, God forbid, is down that day, we'll switch it over to the Grand Fiesta Tour. And I also wanted to share, I don't know if you all saw this, but Cocktail Bob volunteered to be the drink boy for the day. So he can make...
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So does that mean he's buying?
No. Now we need a credit card boy. So we're looking... Or girl. So... if we can find one of those that'll, make sure to like hook us up with drinks while we're making the circuits, that would be cool. But
we'll also accept Venmo. So if you want to Venmo in money for us to buy drinks with.
Yeah.
That's a joke, by the way. In lieu of you sending Venmo for us to buy drinks with, just donate the money to Second Harvest Food Bank of East Tennessee.
We are also accepting diaper donations. We will provide you our sizes so that What do you mean? We got to give the people what they want.
No, that is a Steffers and Jay thing. I, Landon the Dodds Doan, will not be wearing a diaper.
But for the cause.
No.
We could get more rides in if we just pee our...
No, I'm pretty sure we won't. As a matter of fact, Disney will escort us out of Epcot. I'm pretty sure that would bring Living with the Land into an abrupt and disgusting end.
Who is exposing us to our diaper needs?
I think you just did, Steffers.
They don't know.
No, Landon, how was your fundraiser? It was great until about ride 5 when Steffers just decided to, oops, I crapped my pants.
Oh, that's not allowed.
No. Hold on. We have to restrict this to like
these are
number one.
Yeah,
only.
These are for ones only. Only oneers. No deuces.
Well, that's a y'all discussion because I am not participating in that.
Well,
if we got a drink boy, things are just
we can have a drink boy. We are not having a diaper boy.
Diaper boy.
Thank you, Zoe.
We got people with freshies on the side.
It's like the marathon sideliners. Instead of a cup of water, it's a diaper.
Landy needs a diaper change.
I went boom boom.
All right, I'm done. This is my contribution to the show.
Living with the Land, the seats are benches, so it's perfect for a diaper change, actually.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we started the podcast on a disgusting note and we're ending it on a disgusting note. It's full circle.
And somehow it always ends with poop. Just can't.
I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us.
We did it. Catch us next week.
And I'm proud of all of you for sitting with us through all of this madness.
Oh, and congratulations to everybody who participated in Run Disney this week.
Yes, shout out specifically to our Run Disney representatives from the Monorail fam. Lexi's out there, Natalie and Travis. I don't know why I just went through puberty. Travis is out there running the marathon on our behalf. No, seriously, guys. Really proud of you all. Thanks for doing that so we don't have to, but congratulations. Natalie did the dopey challenge again because she is a maniac. So congratulations to her, but it doesn't matter. Like whatever event, and if we're not calling you out specifically and you are a Run Disney runner, congratulations on whatever you did. Cause obviously there's plenty of us here who know we're not getting out there. We can't do that. So it's very, very good. Very impressive. It's a great achievement. And, just know that you carry with you all of the monorail fam across that finish line. I hope that's inspirational to you.
I mean, I'm inspired.
I'm inspired by that foodie guy to get some lunch.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up. Thanks to all of you for listening and being part of the Monday Monorail
We love you.
family. It's, this is going to be a great year, and we're going to make it a great year together. Community is how we get through everything. We love all of you, and we look forward to talking to you again next week. Until then, thank a team member. Oh, it's almost Mardi Gras time. Thank a cast member. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.